right, folks, here we are. To all you dedicated Briarcrest fans at home watching and listening on YouTube, we are playing the Neuqua Valley Wildcats, who will be your home team today. Briarcrest Saints will come out with number 1 Josh Brown, be your leadoff. Griffin Rose will be your designated hitter batting in the 2-hole. Josh Russell, your center fielder, will be in the 3-hole. Trip Ray will be in the 4-hole. He will be catching for the Saints today. Jack Newman, your first baseman. Nolan Cody behind him at left field. Brennan Bomar is your shortstop. Jake Hudson is your third baseman. Dylan James is your second baseman. And your pitcher for the Saints will be Owen Cassidy. Saints had a pretty good night last night. Managed to get a W. Had good offense, good defense, and good pitching. So a little better conditions today. The sun's kind of coming out. It's not as cold as it was last night. So we'll see if the Saints can put together another solid 7 innings here.
There's your weather. There's your weather right there.
All right.
45 degrees, the wind's out of the west at 7 miles an hour.
Hey, you know there's a coach at Manchester, don't you?
Who?
Travis.
He's assistant coach.
We are at the Riverdale High School in Murfreesboro. So up to lead off for the Saints will be number 1, Josh Brown, your right fielder. Big tall right-hander, number 2 on the hill, Dan Cercello. That's a fastball up and in, taken for ball 1. 86 miles an hour.
10:07.
Count is 1 ball, no strikes. That's a fastball over the middle of the plate, taken for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Griffin Rose will be your DH behind Josh Brown, batting in the 2-hole. It's a fastball low and in, taken for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah.
Water. Coke. Water.
3 waters. That a ball?
Yeah, ball.
Missed one, but so we're at 3 balls, 1 strike. So your lead off, Josh Brown. This team's got some big kids. First base looks to be well north of 6 foot.
Anywhere you want to, yeah.
Shortstop's big, pitcher's big, third base is big. So Josh Brown will have a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here to lead off the top of the first for the Saints. See if Josh can find a way on here. That's a fastball right over the heart of the plate, taken for strike 3. So we got 1 up and 1 down in the top of the first.
Griffin Rose.
Griffin Rose steps to the plate. Griffin was on the hill for the Saints last night. Did a very good job through 6 innings. We get our first off speed here. A big sweeping curveball at 69 miles an hour finds the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
And you also check out our party deck.
That's an off speed in the dirt, taken for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the first inning against the Neuqua Valley Wildcats. It's a fastball in, taken for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pretty good looking field here. I am so glad the sun is out and the wind is not howling like it was last night. Counts 2-1. That's a fastball in. Will bounce right to the shortstop. That's the beauty of playing on turf. If you're the defense, you don't really have to worry about whether or not you're going to get a clean hop. And nothing gets slowed down on the infield. So 2 men up, 2 out, the top of the first for your Saints. Josh Russell steps to the plate, your center fielder. See if Josh can get it going here. Big gap right up the middle. That's a wild pitch. Taken for ball 1.
Coach D.
See if Josh can put this ball right back up the middle in the over the second base bag here. That's a fastball down for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. If Josh can find a way on, we got Trip Ray up behind him, the catcher for today, number 13. That's a fastball out for ball 3. So Josh is going to get some looks at it here. Josh takes a 4-pitch walk, so we'll have some base running.
Now batting catcher, number 13.
Number 13, Trip Ray, steps to the plate. Had a solid base hit in the 6th hole last night. Looking to get this run around the bases here and cross home plate. Pitcher checks on the runner. He'll be safe, and so we got 1 man on, 2 outs. Top of the first inning, score 0-0. Tripp takes a fastball on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Josh Russell's your base runner. 2 outs, but maybe the Saints can get something going here with 2 away. Straightaway center is 360, 320 in the corners. Almost tosses it away over there to first. That's where it helps having a 6'3", 6'4" first baseman. Runner will go. Tripp gets an inside fastball and fouls it toward the first base dugout. Count is now no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We'll check on Josh again. That ball will be hit right at the second baseman. Will be fielded cleanly in the air for the 3rd out, top of 1. We managed to get 1 on, but can't do anything with it. So the Saints against Neuqua Valley Wildcats, 0-0 going into the bottom of the first inning. All right, here we go. Saints. Owen Cassidy will be on the hill for the Saints. We got Trip Ray behind the plate. Got Jake Hudson on third. Bomar on short. You got Dylan James at second. You got Jack Newman at first around the infield out. Jack Newman with a big home run to right field last night. Let's see if Nolan can start it off steady here. It's a good pitch. Tails back in over the inside part of the plate. For strike one to your right fielder, number 14. Got a time by the batter. That's a ball low and out of the zone, taken for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's a fastball up and out of the zone, taken for 2 balls. 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs. You got Nolan Cody out there in left field, Josh Russell in center, and Josh Brown in right. It's a good pitch right back up the middle. A little too far in the 6th hole was the shortstop, and that ball gets by a diving Brennan Bomar. It's another thing with this turf. The ball gets moving, does not get slowed down on the grass, and the ball gets out of the infield very fast. So we got 1 man up, 1 man is aboard. Number 17, your designated hitter, Sean Shannon, will step to the plate for the Wildcats. See if Owen, we do have an offer at a bunt on a high fastball or high off speed. Unable to get the ball down, so he'll take that for strike one. Got a base runner at first base and your right fielder. We got a pass ball, gets by the catcher. Ball was inside. I think he thought the batter was about to swing. He checked up and held up, and runner will advance to second. See if Owen can get around this leadoff hit. That's an off speed that misses up for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. You got a base runner on second base. Saints need to hold the runs early and get their offense going. We got an inside fastball, swing and a miss. Count will be 2 balls, 2 strikes. Need an out here. That ball is hit foul down the right field line. Jack Newman corrals it, but it's in foul territory. Runner was moving to third base, so we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 man on, no outs. It's a fastball right at Jack Newman, who gets the put out at first base on a ground ball. Puts his body in front of it and knocks it down, and runner will advance to third. Your 3-hole hitter number 8, Colin Lewandowski. He's playing shortstop.
Lewandowski.
So we got 1 man on, 1 out. Got a runner 90 feet away from the go-ahead run for the Wildcats. We need an easy out here. Keep this runner from scoring.
You know when it happens. That's how you know.
A big swing and a miss for strike 1 to your 3-hole hitter. It's a fastball in off the plate, taken for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Bottom of the first inning. Saints have a doubleheader today. This is the first part of that. It's a good pitch. That ball will be hit to left field, but it will be foul. Kind of got out in front of that and luckily couldn't keep it fair. Count will be 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. See if Owen can get this put out here. Get him to 2 outs. Be a much better situation here with a runner on third. It's a fastball in off the plate, taken for ball 2. Tripp blocks it up nicely and keeps the runner at third. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. It's a high fastball. Swung on, will be popped up in foul territory to your third baseman, Jake Hudson, who makes a good play. That's not an easy play. The ball was sky high. Kids have a tendency to overrun it a little bit and get out of position, but Jake makes a nice catch to get the second out here, which is huge with a runner on third.
Josh wins.
So you got number 22, the first baseman, Josh Wentz, up for Neuqua Valley. Owen has managed to get around a leadoff hit thus far. Got 1 man on, but we got 2 outs, bottom of the first inning. It's a good fastball right on the outside part of the plate, taken for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. That's a really good pick right there by your catcher. That definitely saves a run. That ball was headed well outside. Tripp sticks the mitt out there and plays some defense and digs it and helps his pitcher out immensely. That ball was headed to the backstop. That will be a hit by pitch. So number 22 is aboard here. You'll have runners on the corners with 2 outs. Number 3, Trevor Morris, your second baseman, will step to the plate for the Wildcats.
Now next, second baseman number 3, Trevor Morris.
Runner will take off. That's a good pitch, tailing away from the batter. Big swing and a miss to get strike 1. You got runners on second and third now for the Wildcats. You got 2 down. bottom of the first inning. Owen needs a low stress out here. Owen will hit the batter. So we will have bases loaded here with 2 outs. For number 21, your first baseman, Tyler Auer.
Tyler Auer.
Well, if we're looking at the bright side, we now have an out at every bag. But too many runners on base right now. Owen needs a put out here to avoid giving up a run. That was a good pitch on the outside part of the plate around the knees, taken for strike 1. Really good pitch right there to get ahead in the count. That's the same pitch up a little further in the zone, but called strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. We got 2 outs, bases loaded, bottom of the first inning. Your first baseman is up to hit. That's a breaking ball. It catches too much of the plate. That ball will be hit right back up the middle for a base hit. That will score 2 runs. So the Wildcats get the job done, unfortunately, for the Saints.
Number 12, center fielder.
The ball got a little too much plate, 0-2 there, and he fought it off, put it right back up the middle to take the lead. You got 2 men on, runners at first and second. You do have 2 outs, but some damage done there for sure. That's a pitch in off the plate, fastball, taken low for ball 1.
It's pretty. Here on those times. Nope.
Same pitch, in off the plate, low, taken for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Pretty critical to find the zone here. We need to get these base runners off the base. No more damage here in the bottom of the first. That's a good pitch, a swing and a foul ball. Stays foul. Catcher will field it, but no play. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Got 2 men on, runners at first and second for the Wildcats. Owen Cassidy on the hill for the Saints. Saints allowing 2 runs in the bottom of the first here thus far. It's a good pitch. Nice job by your catcher. The pitch was low and inside, and we got ball 3 now. You got 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs to number 12. Your center fielder for the Wildcats. Owen needs a strike here. And that he will get on the outside edge of the plate for strike 2. So the count is full. Runners will be moving. Need a strike. Need to put the pressure on the batter here and let your defense work. It's a good pitch. That ball goes straight up. Trip Ray, your catcher, does a Great job of hauling that in for the third out. So good job there by Owen to stop the momentum, but Saints allow 2 runs in the bottom of the first. After 1, the score is now 2-0 Wildcats. All right, folks, Jack Newman, your first baseman, will come to the plate in the top of the second inning. Jack had a big home run to get the scoring started for the Saints last night.
Jack Newman.
So Jack's probably got plenty of confidence today. Hope that comes through at the plate and he can keep his hot bat going. That's a fastball down, away, off the plate, taken for ball 1. Nolan Cody, number 5, your left fielder, will come up behind Jack. Saints allowed 2 runs in the bottom of the first. So they're looking to get some of that back here. Same pitch, same spot, taken for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. That ball is in for ball 3, so Jack can be extremely picky here. 3 balls, no strikes, no outs, need base runners, so I'll look for Jack to be taking this pitch. That's a fastball out off the plate for ball 4, so we got a 4-pitch walk to Jack Newman, your first baseman. You got Nolan Cody.
Nolan Cody?
Cody. Mr. Cody, number 5, comes to the plate. 1 man on, no outs. Top of the second inning. Don't know. Maybe we got a helmet issue. Don't know what that is. But the umpire had a discussion with Nolan, and he heads back to the dugout and takes his helmet off. So I don't know what was going on there. Could have been cleats. Well. No idea what's happening here, but we're going to find out in a minute. We are on a turf field here. Maybe Nolan had his cleats on, or no idea. Actually, I think Nolan may have a bloody nose. He's got something going on there. Got the helmet off.
He's got a bloody nose.
I think he's got a bloody nose, so we found it. We figured it out. He's about to get it stopped here, hopefully, and come to the plate. We're icing the pitcher is what we're doing here. All right, so here we go. Jack Newman is your base runner. He finds first base on a 4-pitch walk. Nolan Cody will come back to the plate, number 5, your left fielder for the Saints in the top of the 2nd inning with no outs. Behind him will be your shortstop, Brennan Bomar. See if Nolan can continue his hitting. He had a, there we go. That's a sharp hit ball in the 5 spot and gets right by the third baseman. Well hit ball. Third baseman's playing even with the bag and not deep enough to react and field that. All he can do is dive out. Does not get it. So Nolan's got another hit. Stands at first base.
Brennan Bomar.
So Brennan Bomar steps to the plate with no outs with 2 men on here. So stay out of the middle and
I'll do it on the weather.
find a hole. So we're going to square the bunt. That is taken for ball 1, down. First base is crashing. Third base is staying home and trying to get those runners in scoring position at second and third instead of first and second. So Brennan will square the bunt again. He's going to take a strike there on the outside part of the plate.
Weather's on the 8th.
Count is 1 ball, 1 strike.
77 degrees in the press box. 47 outside.
Yeah, it's 77 degrees here, folks. In the press box, the man said.
What's up, 78 in the press box?
So he got a bunt coming. Brennan will get the ball down, but pitcher rolls off the mound.
In play.
That's another problem with the turf. Makes defense on the infield so much easier for your infielders. That was a pretty good bunt on real grass. That's a lot tougher a play, but
Jake Hudson
goes right to your pitcher and gets the force out at the lead bag. So we'll do it again, but this time with 1 out. Got Jake Hudson steps to the plate. Jake had a phenomenal night last night with a single and a double. Your third baseman gets a fastball up and out off the plate for ball 1. The way he's been swinging it, I would assume he's hitting away here. He had a ball hit hard down the third base line last night for a stand-up double. That's a fastball well off the plate, taken for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Top of the 2nd inning, the Saints down 2-0 right now. But they are threatening. We've got 2 men on, runners at first and second. Jake will hit that ball over the bag at first base. That will be at least a double, I would figure. And that's exactly what it'll be. That will be a run-scoring RBI double right over the first base bag for Jake Hudson, who continues the hot streak, and his slugging percentage is going through the roof. A couple of extra bases in the last few at bats.
2-2-0.
So good work there. That ball went right over the edge of the plate. Was about an inch from being foul, and so we have the lead. It's 2-1. You got runners in scoring positions at second and third. Brennan Bomar is at third, and Jake Hudson stands at second. You got your second baseman, number 9, steps to the plate, takes a called strike 1. You got 1 out, 2 men on here, so the Saints got something going their way right this second. Dillon swings and misses at a really good curveball. That curveball looked to be over the heart of the plate, and it gets out and well off the plate, and Dillon can't get a bat on it. But so no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 men on. Just something slapped toward the right side, maybe in the 4 hole would be nice. That should get the job done. Shortstop cannot make that diving play. Off the bat, I thought that would be a surefire out, but shortstop can't handle it, and we get another run across the plate. So now we got a two ball game. We got a runner on third. We got a runner on first. Coach has a visit and wants to talk about it, but luckily for the Saints, some momentum here. We got the top of the lineup back up. Number 1, right fielder Josh Brown steps to the plate with 2 men on. Would assume we're going to try to get that runner headed to second here, and hopefully before anything else happens, maybe that can happen. Behind Josh, barring some catastrophe, we'll get our designated hitter up and Griffin Rose. That's a fastball low, taken for ball 1. Jake Hudson stands at third after the double. Catcher does a nice job blocking that fastball up. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Dylan James is on first base. Here we go. 2 balls, no strikes. We got 1 out. We will check on the base runner at first base. He's back safely. Just trying to preemptively catch him as he goes, I'm assuming, and catch him off guard, but Dylan not buying it. That's a fastball up and in, taken for ball 3. So Josh Brown well ahead in the count. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Runners on the corners. Briarcrest got some momentum going here. See if Josh can keep it up. That's a fastball in the dirt or down, out of the zone, taken for a 4-pitch walk. Bases will be loaded. Your DH, Griffin Rose, steps to the plate. Behind him, number 21, Josh Russell.
Griffin Rose.
Griffin has had a very good bat this year. Going into last night's game, he was sitting at about 365, I think. Batted very well for the Saints. So let's see if Griffin can continue to hit the ball well. That's a curveball that gets well out off the plate for ball 1. That was 67 miles an hour, so 20-mile-an-hour difference thus far from this young man. That's a fastball up and out, taken for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Bases loaded here with 1 out in the top of the 2nd inning. That's a fastball up and in, taken for ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded to your designated hitter, number 20, Griffin Rose for the Saints. Josh Brown is at first. Dylan James is at second. That's a fastball out off the plate. No discussion or decision for Griffin. He gets a 4-pitch walk. He will go to first base. That will walk in a run. The Saints take the lead at 3-2 in the top of the second. Josh Russell comes to the plate with 1 out and the lead. So see if Josh can find a hole here and get another one across the plate. He gets hit by a pitch right, I believe that was right in the head, right in the back of the helmet. Pitch was 84 miles an hour, so not soft by any means. So let's hope Josh is okay. Looks to be, but that will walk another run home, and that will be it for that young man on the hill. Score is now 4-2 after a few walks in a row there. So I think that makes us kind of even based on the walks in the first inning. And
27? Yeah, 27.
number 27 comes in to pitch for the Wildcats. Trip Ray, your catcher,
For Neuqua Valley, number 27.
will step to the plate with bases loaded. Always good to see the big fella come to the plate with bases loaded. So we'll see if Tripp can get after it and get it done here and find himself a base hit or better.
What's going on? Got it, I would just stick with them. And the only reason is just because, if they've got it, it's in line and every shop is backed up. So I would, otherwise I'd say, yeah, bring it on over. But if they've already got it, I would, I would stick with them.
Case number 13, Trip Ray.
So here we go, bases loaded. Trip Ray, number 13, steps to the plate for the Saints.
I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah.
So he's going to be looking for a fastball from the brand new pitcher here, hopefully.
Okay, I'll try to verify that, but I'm pretty sure it does.
And Josh Russell stands at first base after a hit by pitch. Designated hitter Griffin Rose stands at second. Josh Brown stands at first. That ball is hit sky high toward right field. That will be hauled in by the right fielder and shallow enough to do no damage. So Wildcats get by one there, and they get the big fella to pop out. And one pitch.
Number 7, first baseman, Jack Newman.
So we got 2 outs. We got bases loaded here for Jack Newman.
Yeah, I would definitely ask for a lone run.
I could be wrong, but I think Jack Newman led this inning off.
All right. Good deal.
Saints have scored 4 in the top of the second. Score is now 4-2. Bases loaded, but
It does.
Wildcats have 2 outs. That's a off-speed pitch, well up and out of the zone. 69 miles an hour, taken for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That's a fastball right at the bottom of the zone, taken for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, but the bases are loaded here, so a base hit could do some more damage for the Saints. And that ball is hit sharply, but right at left field. No! He drops the ball on the catch, and everyone will be safe. 2 more will score. So we got an E7, and that is to the benefit of the Saints. Two more runs score. Score's now 6-2. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Josh Russell stands 90 feet away. Jack Newman is on first base now.
Now batting number 5, left fielder,
Nolan Cody. Number 5, your left fielder, is up to bat for the Saints. And he had a base hit, sharp base hit in this inning, right by the third baseman. So let's see if he can have 2 hits in the same inning here. Nolan's hit the ball pretty well the last several games. That pitch is just a little high. Catcher does a pretty good vertical leap there and hauls it in. So the Saints have found the momentum here in the top of the second, put up 6 runs thus far, and they have more to go, hopefully. That's a fastball up out of the zone, but Nolan liked it, and swinging a foul ball straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. We got some speed at third base. Got a few mishaps by the Wildcats here in the top of the second. That runner takes off, and that was just an automatic come up firing to third base by the catcher, trying to get the base runner Josh Russell to catch him off guard and take a big secondary toward home, but he does not. He relents and is safe. So now the Saints got a plus count here, 2 balls, 1 strike. That will be a hit by pitch. Nolan will hang in there and take that pitch to the ribs, and he's going to walk down to first base. We got bases loaded again for Brennan Bomar. Number 27, your shortstop for the Saints today. We got 2 outs, so the Saints will be rolling on contact here. Anything hit, base hit here could put 2 on the board. That ball is really well hit. Josh Russell had to get out of the way there. He's standing in foul territory, and that ball almost hits him. Third baseman is playing on top of the line to keep from the double, and after that swing, I'm sure that's where he'll stay. Brennan hit that ball very well. Just fastball inside, couldn't keep it fair. That's an off-speed. He's missed high on all his off-speed pitches thus far. Count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases loaded for the Saints, who have something going here. The ball will be hit at the shortstop, who will make the play to end the chaos, but not before the Saints get 6 runs in the top of the second. After an inning and a half, your Saints lead 6-2. All right, fans. Owen Cassidy's back on the hill with a 4-run lead this time, so things get a little better for the pitcher when you've got a lead to go on. So see if Owen can get some putouts here. Number 26 steps to the plate.
Yes.
That will be a ball one. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah.
That's a good pitch. Right off the plate on the outside. Big swing and a miss to even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Saints had a big top of the 2nd inning. Scored 6 runs. That's a pretty good off speed that barely misses up for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's a good pitch. Down in the zone. Big swing and a miss to number 26. In the bottom of the 2nd inning. That ball will be taken down out of the zone for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. See if Owen can get the put out here. It's a good pitch. Hit right at Hudson. Takes a leap right over. Right over the third baseman who was laid out, and
Alex.
Ball was hit kind of odd. It just goes right over the diving out third baseman. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's diving for
So we got a hit to lead off the inning here. Maybe we can turn that into a ground ball double play out here. Owen starts him off with a swing and a miss for strike 1. Runner takes off. Got a swing and a miss. Play will get into center field somehow, but Russell there to pick it up and dare him to go to third. He stays put at second with a stolen base. But we had a swing and a miss, so we got 2 strikes, no balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Bottom of the 2nd inning. Need to keep that run from scoring 6-2 is a whole lot bigger than 6-3. For some reason. That's a good breaking ball, and he should be out. No way that kid was safe, but you know what? I'm not on the field, but he certainly looked out. So we got a man 90 feet away with no outs. Got 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a fastball in the dirt taken for 2 balls. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. See if Owen can work around that base hit to lead off. That's a fastball, gets away from him. Up and off the plate for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Owen needs to make this hitter put it in play here. No free bases. Swing and a hit. to the third baseman, Jake, who will get the put out, but not before the run scores. But we'll take the out here. That run standing at third base with no outs is going to be all but impossible to keep from scoring. So we'll trade it for an out at this point. Number 14 steps to the plate with one out, nobody on. Good job by Owen to get the put out. The ball's hit really hard but foul down the third base line. Your leadoff hitter, your right fielder, number 14. That's a fastball low, taken for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the second inning. Wildcats scored 2 in the bottom of the first and 1 thus far in the bottom of the second inning. Saints put up 6 in the top of the second, so score is 6-3. A big swing and a miss on a ball low, taken for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to your leadoff. That's a fastball in off the plate, taken for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on and 1 out. Same pitch, low, in off the plate, taken for ball 3. So we got another full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. See if Owen can force the batter to put himself out here. And he does. Dylan gets the out. That guy was motoring down the line. That was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be off the bat, but we get the put out. Got 2 outs, bottom of the second inning. Nobody on. Designated hitter comes to the plate, Sean Shannon, number 17 for the Wildcats. So other than the leadoff hit, Owens managed to get the other next 2 out. Going to get a called strike 1 there. No balls, 1 strike to your 2-hole hitter. It's a fastball low outside off the plate, taken for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball up, out of the zone, taken for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Saints lead 6-3, bottom of the second inning. Some early offense. The ball's hit right at Jack, who will toss to the pitcher. Good job for Owen covering the bag there. And we get the put out. Saints allow 1 run in the bottom of the second. Score is now 6-3. right, folks, top of the third inning. Saints will send the hot-hitting Jake Hudson to the bat. To bat.
Nine's in the right field now.
Jake had a double right over the first base bag his last time up.
9 for 14.
Part of that big 6-run second inning for the Saints.
Now playing right field, number 9, Matt Knapcheck. New right fielder is in the leadoff spot. Matt Knapcheck.
You gonna get that call on a off-speed pitch in the top of the zone for strike one? Count is no balls, 1 strike to Jake Hudson, your third baseman, number 6 for the Saints. Same pitch, a little better, and finds the zone as well. No balls, 2 strikes. See if Jake can get this count back square here. That's a fastball low, taken for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a tough pitch to take. Ball looked good, just a little low. See if Jake gets another hook here. That's exactly what he gets, and that would have fell in the same spot and certainly been a strike. So Jake does a good job staying alive there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gonna make a mistake on that pitch in a minute, and that ball's going into left field. But not on that one. That's a good pitch. Looks to be in the zone. Jake's got to protect. Quickly gets out of the zone, and a swing and a miss for strike 3.
Number 9, second baseman,
Dylan James comes to the plate. Your second baseman for the Saints. Saints lead 6-3. Top of the third inning. That's a fastball.
Good ball.
On a swing and a miss.
You can tell what looking. I was talking another ball.
No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. DJ is trying to protect against that pitch right there and is on top of the line. That pitch still gets called a strike. Well, Neuqua Valley is pretty good ways away from Illinois, around Naperville. Same pitch. It's called strike 3. I think this kid has thrown about 75% breaking balls in this inning, if not 80.
Joshua Brown.
So Neuqua Valley's covered some distance to get here. So Josh Brown, your leadoff hitter, your right fielder for the Saints, will come to the plate with 2 outs in the top of the third. That's another off speed, and if he gets that call, it's going to be trouble. That ball, I think, was outside, but gets a call out of it, and so his pitch is the curveball. Period. There's another one. I don't think he's going to throw a fastball, so might as well just sit on that pitch exclusively right now because he's thrown at least 3 of them to each batter he's faced this inning. And I can all but guarantee you he's going to get another one right here. Would shock me if he throws anything else. And that's why. Pitch looks good, but you know, you either can hit curveballs or you can't. It's something that a a lot of hitters have problems with, and when you can throw it at will for a strike in any part of the zone, that gets tough. So Saints go down on the top of the third with no fight, but they lead 6-3. All right, folks, here we go. Bottom of the third inning. Owen Cassidy's still on the hill for the Saints. Everyone else stays the same. It's a ball, one low and off the plate. Your shortstop, number 8, is up to bat. Big swing and a miss on an off speed. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, no outs. Saints lead 6-3 in the bottom of the third inning. It's a fastball up off the plate, taken for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Same pitch right over the heart of the plate, and same result, swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. For Owen Cassidy. That is a great pitch right on the outside part of the plate. Fastball freezes him and gets a called third strikeout.
Third baseman Josh wins.
That's a big first out here. Saints need to put up some defensive zeros here and get another W. That will be hit by pitch, up and in. Kind of gets away from Owen and just peeling in already anyway. Number 3, Trevor Morris comes to the plate, your second baseman for Neuqua Valley. So we got 1 man on, 1 out, bottom of the third inning. It's a good pitch. Gets a foul ball for strike 1. He will check on the base runner at first base. Gets back safely. Owen's going to look for the ground ball put out here for double play, maybe. That'd be nice. That's taken well out off the plate for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first base, who is going to take off, and with that kind of jump, no need to slide at second. So he will advance to scoring position. That will be taken low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on second base. Same pitch, low in the dirt, taken for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Saints outfield playing straight up. It's a good pitch on a tough play. That ball will be hit in shallow center. Your shortstop will take it, Mr. Brennan Bomar. Base runner relents back to second, and Saints get a put out.
Alabama 21.
2 outs.
Hour.
Bottom of the third. Got a runner on second. Hopefully Owen can get around that hit by pitch and get a put out here. That's a great pitch, off speed. Definitely going to find the plate, and is fouled down the third base line over the third base dugout to get ahead in the count. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And this should have been a put out, but Owen had him in dead to right. Base runner was going to commit and steal third. Tried to steal it on the pitcher, and Owen steps towards second and has him out. Throws the ball far enough off the bag where Jake Hudson cannot handle it, and that ball goes to the fence, and that runner will score. So that's a freebie there for the Wildcats. That's 1 ball. Good pitch right there by Owen. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Unfortunately, that runner scores. The score is now 6-4. Briarcrest. That's a good off speed. Big swing and a miss. Kind of a mistake there, allowing that run, but Saints still have a 2-run lead going into the top of the 4th inning. right, fans. We're going to send the designated hitter and Griffin Rose to the plate in the top of the 4th inning. And if last inning was any indication, we're going to see some curveballs. So that's a fastball. That will be hit right at right field. Pretty good shot, but right at someone, unfortunately, and that'll be 1 up, 1 man out on 1 pitch in the top of the 4th. Josh Russell, number 21, will step to the plate.
Ohio and Beach. At 3 o'clock, Mason, Ohio and Stewart's Creek, and 5:30 Beach and Stewart's Creek.
Excuse me.
I think Beach went.
So we got our center fielder Josh up. See if Josh can get it going here. Behind him, Trip Ray, your catcher, will be up. That's an off speed that misses outside for ball 1.
Thanks, Mike.
By now, we've got to assume that you're going to get 3 out of 4 curveballs. Let's see if we can get that figured out. That's a curveball up and out. Taken for ball 2. So Josh quickly ahead in the count here. 2 balls, no strikes. Got 1 out, but got a plus count here. See if he can find one he likes and hit the ball hard. He gets a fastball there on the outside part of the plate and fouls it back. That is the problem when you expect curveballs so much. You get just enough surprised on a fastball and you can't square it up. Gets a foul there. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. That's a fastball in off the plate, taken for ball 3. So he's got to come with a strike here, or he'll get a base runner. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. That's a fastball out off the plate. Gets by the catcher. Josh takes off, going to make him think about it, and we're going to send Trip Ray, our big catcher, to the plate, number 13. Had a solid base hit last night. He's looking to get going today. Checks on the runner. Josh gets back safely. That's another thing about an off-speed pitcher. Hard to control the base runners because he's got more time to get to the bag. But that's a curveball that almost hits Tripp. He gets out of the way and takes it for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Man on first, got 1 out. Top of the 4th inning. Saints lead 6-4. Beautiful looking day. It's a little chillier than it looks on tape, but nice day comparatively speaking to last night. I don't want to see an umbrella for another few days at least. Josh will stay put and takes off on a wild pitch. That pitch gets by the catcher. So we got a man in scoring position in Josh Russell at second base. Got speed on the base paths and got a big hitter at the plate. So count is in his favor. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Runner in scoring position. See if the Saints can get back that freebie we gave up last inning. He misses one there. He wanted that one. That was a fastball over the middle inside part of the plate. He just barely misses it, fouls it straight back. 2 balls, 1 strike. He was trying to find the other side of the fence with that one. Would expect to see a hook, not that pitch. It's an off-speed, low and out of the zone, taken for ball 3. So Tripp ahead in the count here, 3 balls. balls are safe. So let's see if Tripp can find it here. That's a fastball low and off the plate. Tripp will draw a walk here to put 2 men on.
Got a runner at first.
We'll get a runner.
25. Running at first baseman 25, Jack Lawrence. Now batting number 7, first baseman
Mr. Jack Lawrence will come in to run for the catcher, Tripp. So Jack Newman steps to the plate again, your first baseman for the Saints. We got 2 men on, we got 1 out. That will be a pass ball. Ball in the dirt, gets by the catcher. Runners will advance, both in scoring position here with 1 out. So see if Jack can put this ball in play, and let's get that run back we gave up last inning. Gonna have a mound visit here. All right, here we go. So,
Thanks, Mark. Just about hours to get to
your first baseman, Jack Newman, steps to the plate with 1 ball, no strikes. That's a great hit right there. Goes the opposite direction, right in the left center gap. That will score 2. Jack will stay at first. Good piece of hitting. That ball's on the outside part of the plate. He goes with it exactly where it was pitched. Does not try to pull it. Puts it right in the gap for hitting 101. That's how it's done. So Jack will drive in a couple of runs, gets himself a couple of ribbies. Scores now 8-4. We get back the freebie we gave him last inning, so it makes me feel a lot better. Nolan Cody steps to the plate, number 5. Your left fielder for the Saints, Jack Newman at first base. After a great hit to left center. See if Nolan can continue to hit the ball solid. I believe he got hit by pitches last time up. There's the curveball that I expected to see. That kind of went away, but that taken for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, still 1 out. Just stay out of the middle and move that runner and see if we can keep adding on here. Boys kind of having fun over there in the dugout. They've had fun the last couple of games, and it shows. They've had some momentum go their way and made some good plays and hit the ball fairly well. So, same exact curveball. Same result. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Catcher tries to get Jack Newman sleeping at first base. Does not. He's back safely. So let's see if Nolan knows he's about to get another curveball here. He will check it first again. Jack back. If Nolan can put the ball in play here and move this runner. Behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner takes off, swing and a miss.
He can't run. He can't run. He's running.
First base was occupied. I don't know why they were throwing it, but anyway, batter is out. Jack will advance all the way to third base on the pass ball. So we got 2 outs.
27, shortstop.
Jack Newman in scoring position 90 feet away at third base. Brennan Bomar stands at the plate, number 27, the shortstop for the Saints. If we can get Brennan on, that brings Jake Hudson to the plate, number 6. See if Brennan can find a way on here and get this run scored. And another curveball. Count is no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. That ball moved outside as well. Is not. I can't tell whether that was a curveball or not, but swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Saints lead 8-4, top of the 4th inning. Same exact pitch, and that right there is probably going to end up in. Man, shortstop makes a good play, punches him out, but I would have thought that was going to result in a base hit, but shortstop makes a great play, gets to it, fires it to first, barely beats Brendan out, and Saints get 2 in that inning, and they double the score. It's 8-4. Saints lead after 3.5.
Center fielder Justin.
All right, folks, bottom of the 4th inning. Saints lead 8-4. Number 12 steps to the plate for the Wildcats. Owen Cassidy still on the hill for the Saints. I'd like to see him there the remainder of this game. That'd be nice for the Saints. Everyone else stays the same in the field for the Saints. We're going to try a lead-off bunt, and unsuccessfully fouls that down the first base line, and there goes the surprise factor. Although I don't care where you're at, a bunt is just a difficult play to defend if you place it right. There's a little wedge triangle over here on both sides of the pitcher's mound that's just hard to defend. That will be a base hit, hammered into the 6th hole, gets by the shortstop. No chance of making that play. Lays out, does Bomar, but can't get leather on it. Nolan Cody will pick it up, fire it to the second baseman, and we got a base hit here for the Wildcats to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning.
Number 15? Number 15.
Pretty good hit there, right in the gap.
This is a big hitter. This is 15's
And that's going to take too long. Going on first move was the base runner, and he steals second base. Owen caught it and throws to first, but by the time that play transpired, we were well on our way to stealing a base. So number 15 was showing bunt here, and I'm assuming that will not be the case now, but we'll see. I think that was a dead steal all the way. Show bunt just to get in the way, and that's exactly what it was. So we've got an off-speed pitch taken for strike one. No balls, 1 strike, no outs. Runner in scoring position at second base with a leadoff hit for the Wildcats. Owen's going to check on him at second. Cassidy's pitched pretty well. I had some offensive support and some help, so he's got a 4-run lead. That's a fastball low in the dirt. Catcher blocks it up, and runner will stay at second. That's ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's a good pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 2. Owen ahead in the count here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Needs an out. That's another fastball in the dirt. Catcher blocks it up. Big swing and a miss on a fastball on the outside part of the plate. Well ahead of that, so he gets a much needed strikeout for the first out of the 4th inning.
Alex Samai.
Owen will check on the base runner again. Number 7 comes to the plate for the Wildcats with 1 out, 1 man on. Saints lead 8-4. That's actually a foul ball. He makes contact with the ball twice. That ball hit the turf, bounces up, and hits the bat again. I don't really know what the real rule is on that, but
As long as he's in the box.
Yeah.
as long as he's in the box, I guess it's a foul ball. He would have been put out anyway, one would assume. So we get no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th inning. Owen Cassidy still on the hill for the Saints. We're going to have an error at third base over here. I think Jake was fielding that and was absolutely going through his mind, looked the runner back, and he looked at the runner about the time the ball was getting to him, and blocks it up, but unable to make the play at first.
Number 9, Matt.
So we've got 2 men on.
Okay.
Good job by Owen there to get that ball in play. So the Wildcats threatening here with 2 men on, 1 out, bottom of the 4th inning. It's a good pitch right back at your pitcher. Dylan James comes in, and we got another kind of defensive hiccup there. Unable to make the play. We've got bases loaded now, 1 out. So Owen's got some work to do here to get around those. Very capable of doing that, but gonna need a play here on this batter for sure. It's a good pitch, just up and out of the zone.
Sean Shannon.
It's the DH, the 2-hole hitter for Neuqua Valley. Assuming he's a tough out, being the DH batting in the 2-hole hitter, so Saints are gonna have to make a play here. It's a good pitch, gets a call there. That ball close to the outside part of the plate. Takes it for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, bases loaded here, bottom of the 4th inning for the Wildcats. And that is a curveball that finds too much of the plate and is hammered right down the line. 2 runs will score. Wildcats will have runners on the corners with 1 out and score 2 runs there. So now you got an 8-6 ball game on a couple of defensive plays that just Saints couldn't make, and the pitcher is getting the ball in there and doing what he's supposed to do, and it just unfortunately we just compound our issues there. Owen's kind of a contact pitcher, is around the zone, and when he's on, he's very effective at producing ground balls. We just had a couple of suspect plays, and then that's what happens. The guy, always behind an error or two, someone finds the barrel, and next thing you know, they got a base hit. Jack laid out for it, but couldn't make the play at first. Couldn't have placed that ball any better if he walked it over there, and scores 2 runs. So we got runners on the corners. Owen will stay in the ball game here to hopefully clean this up. Score is 8-6, bottom of the 4th inning. Saints need an out here. Somehow or another need to get this batter into an easy out and keep that runner at third base. That's a good pitch right on the outside edge of the plate, taken for strike 1. You could throw that pitch all day, and that would be very difficult to hit. Owen's pitched really good thus far. We need all he's got right here. That ball a little bit further out, taken for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 men on, runners on the corners, first and third. Owen needs some help here. We need to get around these two runners and strand them, and that's a fastball swung on. Ball will get out of play. Tripp was hunting for it, but can't make a play on it. Goes over the net. So Owen is ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. That was a good pitch. Kind of up out of the zone. He offered on it, and that ball is hard to do anything with when it gets above your hands, and he fouls it straight back. Middle infield is pinched for the double play, hopefully, and boy, that would be nice. It's a good pitch, but right over the heart of the plate, belt high, and that's what happens when you leave a pitch right there. Ball's hammered right in the 6th hole. That will score another run. 8-7 now, the Saints lead. Bottom of the 4th inning. They've allowed 3 runs this inning. They got runners at first and second. Number 22, your third baseman will be up to bat. I believe Mr. Jace Walker is warming up in the dugout. A little action for the Saints. Saints need to get an out here. Can't allow any more here. Last several runs by the Wildcats have been a result of just some defensive concerns, and we want to keep the lead here going into the top of the 5th, so we need to put an end to this right now. That's a called strike 1, the very bottom of the zone. Tripp does another phenomenal job on the outside part of that plate. Gets out there and scoops that up to avoid a wild pitch, and runner will stay put at second. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That's going to get by the catcher. It goes between his legs and kicks off, and runners will advance to second and third. Two balls, 1 strike. We got 1 out. Runners in scoring position now. Saints are going to they got to get this out, and hopefully get the 2 outs here, and those base runners staying right where they are. That ball's low. Taken for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Would absolutely assume if this runner finds first base, this hitter finds first base, we may get a change. That will be a base hit right in the 4 hole. Yeah, base hit right in the 4 hole, score 2 runs. And that will be it for Mr. Owen Cassidy. Has done really good to this point, and unfortunately, he is not completely responsible for this situation. Early in the inning, we couldn't get the putouts, and then all of a sudden, base hits start coming. That's the thing about momentum. It's tough, and all you need is a small window. Next thing you know, kids are knocking the ball all over the place. But so the Saints give up 5 at this moment in the bottom of the 4th inning. They now are behind 9-8. Chase Walker is in the ball game to in for relief.
What's the number, Mark?
in the bottom of the 4th inning. Number 34. Jace has pitched really well in relief this year. Just really solid. Kind of really good demeanor. Just goes along doing what he's supposed to do and puts the ball over the plate. Hopefully Jace got some more of that in the bag. Saints need it. We need to keep this game as close as possible where we can get to the bats here. We don't want to have to claw back a bunch of runs, but thus far we only have 1 out. So Saints have their work to do. All right, here we go. See if number 34, Jace Walker, can clean this up. And got a runner on second base, man in scoring position. You got 1 out. Jace starts it off with a strike right at Dylan James, your second baseman. 1 pitch, 1 out. Saints needed that in a big way. So good job by Jace. So we got 2 outs now. The Saints down 9-8 all of a sudden on just a kind of a inning that's got out of hand there a little bit. See if Jace can wrap it back up here and get an out and get out of this thing and put it back on the offense. Jace has been in relief several times, and he's been in this position. Another good job by the catcher there, scooping that pitch up. Another good block. That ball was low inside, and another ball taken by the batter. That's a good pitch. Taken for strike 1. So you got 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. See if Jace can get a swing here. Yes, he does. That's an excellent pitch at the knees on the outside corner of the plate. Gets the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. See if Jace can find it here. He does. That ball will be hit at left field. Gonna be a tough play. That will be a foul ball, thank goodness. We were playing that hitter to pull a little bit, and he did everything but that. Nolan Cody cannot run it down. That ball is about 1.5 feet foul. Would have absolutely scored another run. Yeah, we got a walk there. Puts a man on first. So now you got runners on the corners.
Justin Nunham.
Jace needs an out here. The Saints need an out. The worst kind of way. Runner will stay put. That's a ball in the bottom of the zone, taken for strike one. Pretty good pitch by Jace right there. I look for the runner to be going here. He does not. It's another strike. Taken on the outside edge of the plate. Good pitch by Jace. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That's a great pitch. Okay, so Jace comes in, stops the damage. We'll get a strikeout there on 3 pitches. Saints give up 5 in the bottom of the 4th inning, unfortunately, and they are down 9-8 going into the 5th inning.
Baseman Jake Hudson.
All right, here we go. Top of the 5th inning. Jake Hudson, your third baseman, number 6, steps to the plate. Need to find some base runners here in this inning. That's a fastball. We got a new pitcher, number 52 on the hill, lefty. Jake takes strike 1. That ball is hammered, hit hard enough for the center field to actually have a play on it. That ball was hit squarely. Gets caught, but man, that was a good hit. He hit the ball really solid. Unfortunately, you got people out there standing in the way. So Dylan James will step to the plate here, batting in the 9 hole for Briarcrest with 1 out. Saints down 9-8 in the top of the 5th inning. That ball is hit in the air, foul territory, and first base will haul it in for the 2nd out of the inning. So quickly, the Saints have 2 outs. We send Josh Brown, the leadoff, here to the plate.
Joshua Brown.
That's a fastball out off the plate, taken for ball 1. Josh Brown, your right fielder, comes to the plate. We're going to have to get something going with 2 outs here. Same pitch, but gets a swing on this one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Saints down 9-8, top of the 5th inning. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. See if Josh can find a way to put some pressure on the defense here. Big hole right up the middle. Shortstop is literally all but playing in third base territory. But that's a ball down for ball 3. So count is full. Josh got a good AB going here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning. Down 8-9. And that's an excellent pitch that has all but unhittable by a hitter. That ball was probably off the plate a little, but close enough. Josh knows he's got a swing, doesn't want to get called out. And just, about the time you get 15, 16 years old, pitchers stop making mistakes on 2 strikes. And they just live outside, and it's just tough. So Josh goes down on strikes. Saints can't get any runs in top of the 5th, and they are behind going into the bottom of the 5th, 9-8. All right, here we go. Saints defense needs to shore it up here. That's a good pitch right over the heart of the plate. We show bunt, but pull back. No balls, 1 strike. Jace Walker on the hill for the Saints. The rest of the defensive lineup stays the same. Saints need to get through a clean inning here.
Paid attendance is 206. 206.
I think we're playing high school baseball rules, so we should play all 7 of these, which gives the Saints a couple more shots. Only a 1-run ball game, so got an excellent ball game and a good chance to win this here. But I think this inning is pretty critical. Need to put a stop to the defensive mishaps and get back on the bats and put some pressure on them defensively. So Jace is behind, 3 balls, 1 strike. See if Jace can find the zone here. Does not. Is missing low, and leadoff man is aboard. So
left field number 7, Alex Salai. Got a runner, number 1. Running at first base, number 1, Brennan Hazen.
Number 7 comes to the plate for the Wildcats. Got 1 man on, no outs. Bottom of the 5th inning.
I got about 6:30 this morning. I got to bed about 2:30. They put all the scores in. I bet I'm over 7. 4 hours sleep. I'm tired. And then before that, I remember this caffeine.
That ball is smoked right in the left center gap. Not much you can do with that. Hopefully we can keep him at third. That'll be a stand-up double. Unfortunately, that ball just found a lot of plate. The ball was about belt high, and you put a ball belt high over the middle inside part of the plate.
Right fielder. Matt, tap check.
So, Saints have their work cut out here. We got 2 men on, nobody out. Runners in scoring position for the Wildcats, and we're going to need some help here. Good job by the catcher getting up and getting that ball. That was about 9 feet in the air.
Nope.
So Jace needs to bear down here and find the zone and keep this ball in the infield. And that's a fastball down. Looks like he's rushing just a little.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, what you doing?
Working a baseball game. I've got Neuqua.
2 balls, no strikes, no outs. Runners at second and third.
Hey,
That's a good pitch.
send me a text.
Fastball right over the middle of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah.
Jace needed that. Now we need 2 more of those. We need to find a way to keep these runs from scoring. Those are big runs right there.
Don't really want to say anything.
That's a fastball out off the plate. That's ball 3. So you got to come to him here, and I'm sure the hitter knows that.
We just want to
3 balls, 1 strike.
No, the question is what year you graduated. That's all the question is. I didn't want to get that wrong.
He was finishing his sophomore year.
But what year did you graduate Riverdale?
That's a good pitch, just out, just barely off the plate. Gets a swing.
That's all we need to know is where you graduated.
That's
It was finished his sophomore year.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Unless you love outside pitches, he does Jace a favor. So he gets himself in a 2-strike count and has to swing at that. Pops the ball up. Jake Hudson handles it.
Thanks, bye-bye.
And we got an out here. No damage done on that one. So Jace gets around a 3-1 count and gets an out.
Sean Shannon. Okay. One out.
It's a good pitch right over the heart of the plate. DH number 17. Sean Shannon steps to the plate for the Wildcats. Jace gets an out, and we got 1 out here. Runners at second and third. That's a good pitch. That should be corralled by your first baseman. Needed that in a big way. Keeps the runner at second and third, records an out, and we got 2 outs here. So things are looking a lot better than they were 2 outs ago. So, but you got your shortstop, your 3-hole hitter up to bat here. We're going to have to work around a good bat to get out of this inning without any runs. That's a good off-speed pitch, one of the very few you've seen from Jace, and that's how you surprise a hitter. Nobody in the building expected that pitch, so it gets called strike 1. That was a good pitch anyway. I don't care if he was expecting it. That ball.
That's right.
And there we go. That ball's high in foul territory. Jake Hudson is over, and we'll make that play. So we get around some. We get around a couple of base runners there in scoring position, and Jace does a phenomenal job. Jake Hudson does a great job getting the 2 putouts. Saints go into the top of the 6th inning down 9-8. All right, Saints fans, we're in the top of the 6th inning now. Griffin Rose, the DH, steps to the plate in the 2-hole. Let's see if the Saints can get some momentum. That's a fastball in off the plate, taken for ball 1.
DH, Griffin Rose.
The fastball velocity is a little faster out of this gentleman's hand. Typically, I think that tends to maybe help hitters. So hopefully we can find the barrel here and put some balls in play and get after it. That's called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a fastball low out of the zone, taken for ball 2. Griffin's hit the ball very well this year thus far. Kind of need that to continue here. We need to get at least a minimum of 1 run this inning. It's a good pitch. That's a good swing. Just barely misses it. Out front of it just a little. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a fastball low out off the plate, taken for ball 3. Griffin's got a good AB going here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Got to come with a strike now. So he does not. He misses with a fastball down in the dirt. Makes the job easy for Griffin, and Griffin Rose draws a walk, which is huge to get the leadoff hitter on. Just makes everything easier for the hitters behind you. So Josh Russell, number 21, steps to the plate, the center fielder for the Saints. Does have a lefty on the mound, which makes Griffin's job a little more difficult, and that will be, they get the lead runner, but that was close. That was very close. That's a hard decision to make as a second baseman, because I could have swore he was going to go to first, because I thought second base would be too close of an out. Josh is out in front of the pitch just a little bit, grounds it to second base. Probably was going to make that play really interesting at first either way. So our catcher, number 13, Trip Ray, comes to the plate with a man on first. 1 out. Tripp is kind of due to square one up here. Big hitter, good bat, great bat speed. Just hadn't been able to find his right pitch. But I can guarantee you it will be coming soon. He wants to square one up. The big fella's done a nice job behind the plate today. Has helped out keeping several balls in front of him that were in question. So now let's see if he can do it with a bat and tie this ball game up or get Josh at least 90 to 180 feet closer to home. Josh Russell is at first base. Pretty good wheels on the base pads, so he's going to be a tough out at second on anything not hit sharply. And that's a fastball. Balk.
Yep.
Never came set, just went straight toward home. So that will put the speedster in scoring position here. And the count in Tripp's favor, so things looking up here. Top of the 6th inning, the Saints are down 9-8, but are knocking on the door here with a man on second. Need to get this ball game at a minimum tied this inning. Gives us a really good chance to pull this one out in the 7th. That's a good pitch, belt high right over the middle of the plate, maybe outside half, and not the one Tripp wanted. He lets it go by for a called strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think he's probably looking for a pitch middle in, early in the count. I don't blame him. That pitch was just a little off toward the outer half of the plate, I imagine. That's a fastball up and well off out of the zone. Taken for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. I think Tripp walked his last time up. Maybe. Don't hold me to that. My memory's bad. I don't have a pen, so I'm not writing it down. Oh, he barely misses that one. I think that was one he'd like to have back. That pitch is on the middle inside part of the plate, just above knee high. Gets a piece of it, but fouls it back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second base and Josh Russell. See if Josh can find his way to third here. Tripp calls time. Pitcher's taking a little too long, and we'll reset. That ball is hit right off the end of the bat. Will be hit right at the 4 hole. Just Tripp just out front of it. Second base makes the out. Moves the runner to third, though. That is
First baseman 7.
that is the good part of that. And we got a runner 90 feet away here. So Tripp is able to get that run over to third. Now Jack needs to find a hole here. Any hole. Any base hit here will absolutely score Josh. A pass ball, even a block that kicks off a little far, Josh will be on go here. So got Jack Newman, our first baseman, at the plate. Takes ball 2. Behind him, if we can get Jack on, we got Nolan Cody coming to the plate. I'll say it again. Jack Newman hit a big time home run last night, so he's gonna. That ball is right in the 4 hole for a great piece of hitting. So Jack has his last 2 times put that ball exactly where you need to. His last time at bat, he hits a line shot into left center on the ball in the outside half part of the plate. And this one here, that ball was inside. He goes in the 4 hole for a ground ball single, scores a run, ties the ball game.
Nolan Cody.
We got 2 outs, but that's a big sigh of relief to get that 1 run with 2 outs there. Nolan Cody steps to the plate. Got a runner on first. That will be a base hit. Maybe. Yes, it absolutely will. Kicks off. I would imagine we're going to get a play at the plate. But no, holds him up, and probably rightly so. That ball, they got it in pretty quick. Center fielder dives out, almost makes a miraculous play, kicks off the end of his glove, kicks toward right field, and right field was backing him up, so he had to run. In. So, folks, we're going to have a mound visit. We're going to get a new pitcher here. I'll be back in a minute.
Seven, Brennan.
All right, folks, we got 2 outs, but Brennan Bomar steps to the plate. We got 2 men on. Nolan Cody will be at second base. Jack Newman is at third. Nolan just had a phenomenal base hit right in the right center gap. So Bomar comes up here swinging, sitting on go. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. We need a base hit here. Need to get this. He is hit by a pitch on the hand, which is not where you want to be hit as a hitter. Hit me anywhere but on the hand and the face. But
Number 6, third baseman, Jake Hudson.
Other than a little agitated, hopefully he's fine. So now your hot bat, Jake Hudson, number 6. He's hit the ball very well for the last 2 days. He's had a couple of doubles in his last 3 or 4 at bats. So let's see if Jake can. That ball's hammered, but get by left. It will not. That ball's hit right at left field. That's the last 2 times he's made contact. He has striped the ball right out an outfielder. That one right at left field. The one before that right at center. And unfortunately, they're right in the right spot. Ball smoked. But anyway, the Saints get a run there and tie this ball game up. So going into the bottom of the 6th inning, the score will be tied 9-9.
Lead off the Wildcats.
All right, Saints.
Josh wins.
In on the hill in relief to hopefully close this thing out will be number 22, Matthew Dallas. So the big lefty's coming in a tie ball game here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So let's get Matthew here, and hopefully we can shut him out here and manage another run in the top of the 7th and close this thing out. It's a fastball in off the plate, taken for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Everybody else stays the same for the Saints. Outfield straight up. It's another fastball low, out of the zone. Taken for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Facing the lefty cleanup hitter Josh Wentz, number 22. That's a good pitch. Gets back in the count here. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Pitch is 88 miles an hour, so a little different than the previous. That's another good pitch right there on the outside half of the plate. That was 92. So Matthews getting opened up here. It's tough to hit 92 miles an hour. I don't care who you are. That was a good pitch. Maybe an inch out of the zone up. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. See if Matthew can drive it in here, and yes, he does. That's a good pitch on the outer half of the plate. So Matthews found the zone with his last 3 out of 4 pitches. That was 89 miles an hour. It's a good pitch. Just gets away a little bit on the inside, and leadoff man is aboard with a walk. Matthew, big lefty for the Saints, just a junior, so he's got a promising future. Committed to the University of Tennessee. Will be a valuable force to be reckoned with for the next several years out there on that hill for the Saints, for 2 of them for sure.
Now batting number 6, Peter Cadizon.
When in rhythm and on form, Matthew can be all but unhittable. As a sophomore, went to the state tournament last year and won a game in the elimination round, and very big spot for such a young fella. And see if Matthew can shut this down here, and that'll be a foul ball hit at third base. So Matthew gets ahead in the count. No balls, 1 strike. Maybe Matthew can roll a double play here and take the stress out of this inning, hopefully. Do have 1 man on first base. Matthew's pretty adept at keeping runners honest, so that's a pretty good move right there. Just steps off and tosses over, back to the bag in time, but every time that play is close, the base runner does one of 2 things. Either he gets more confident and gets further away, or he gets closer. So I think this base runner got about a step closer after that. That was a pretty good move by Matthew. That's a ball taken up and out of the zone for ball 1. Count is 1-1. Runner stays put. That's a fastball low out of the zone. Taken for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Matthew is a super nice kid and very respectful. Every time I see that young man, it's got Got a smile on his face, and yes sir and no sir, and really good kid. All these boys are great kids. I have to look up at him every time I see him, unfortunately. Quite a bit taller than I am. Count is 3 balls, 1 strike. See if Matthew can dial this in here. Runner takes off. That'll be a walk down, ball down in the zone. Matthew's trying to find it here. Find the zone and put a stop to this.
Running second baseman, 23, Josh Selby. Now batting, number 21, Tyler Auer.
The 6-hole hitter, number 21, Tyler Auer, your third baseman. No, first baseman is up to bat. Saints need an out here. Got a tie ball game. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning, and Wildcats kind of threatening here with 2 men on. We're going to offer at a bunt. He misses it and it hits him right in the leg. That hurt. That was 86 miles an hour. You want to hit it, but not with that. So they were going to try to put those runners in scoring position with a bunt, and can't get it done on that attempt. Coach is going to set up the defense here and remind them of the situational bunt defense, I'm certain. So we're going to check second base to see if he's bunting again, and I don't know if we got a good view at whether he was or wasn't. I don't think so. So now Jack Newman will step behind the base runner at first, and we will see. And that's a good decision. He will field that ball at first. He will get the force out at first, but ball not hit square enough to roll up the second base runner. So they get the job done advancing the runners, but Matthew gets his out, and hopefully Matthew can get this out without any damage here. Number 12, your center fielder up for the Wildcats. Got 2 men on and running in scoring position. Runner at second and third. He will offer at a bunt and cannot get it done. That was a fastball right over the heart of the plate, about knee high. So Jake does a good job of actually getting that ball was going. That ball was going to get over his head. He stops it and kind of keeps it on the infield, but unable to make the play to first. So we will have bases loaded, and that's another cost of the artificial turf. That ball, just when you hit it straight into the ground, it does a lot of bouncing. And he had to get way up there to get it, and he got it, but on the transfer coming down, they're going to try to make the play and can't get it done. But called 1 strike there. No balls, 1 strike. Matthews got bases loaded. Finds the zone with that one. Those were 2 very good-looking pitches. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Matthew is set on go. And I am astonished that was not a called 3rd strike. That ball was right exactly where you would want it as a pitcher. Right where the catcher set up is 92 miles an hour. Expected to see a punch out on that, but we did not. Let's see if we get that same pitch. This one is right over the middle of the plate for a strike 3, so we have our second out. That's a big out right there. Bases loaded. We've got an out on any bag here,
Number 7, left fielder,
which is always nice.
Sama.
But it does mean you got base runners everywhere. So let's see if Matthew can get around all of that and get this third out to get out of here and put it back on the offense. That's a fastball in off the plate. We should just be rolling here, and Matthew is ready to go.
Stage 1, 235, Whitlock.
That's a good pitch.
Pre-game for the next team.
Pretty sure Matthew is just
Years at 91.
saying, hey, let's throw that. Just stay there and catch it. Here we go. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a fastball, gets by the catcher. Well, that's unfortunate right there. Matthew was poised to hopefully get out of that with no damage, and they get a run. Man at second and third now, so now the play has to be at first, and Saints down 10-9 in the bottom of the 6th inning. That's a good pitch. Batter well behind it. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning in the first half of the doubleheader for the Saints. Saints need to put an end to this right now, and I'm pretty sure that's what Matthew is thinking. And he throws a smoking fastball that is fouled right into a light fixture, and down comes shards of glass on a full bleacher set, and it's kind of scary right there.
That's the first time it's ever happened here.
Yeah. That was a good pitch. Barely got a piece of it and fouled it up into the stands. And man tells me that's the first time that's ever happened here. But
I've been here for 29 years.
29 years. That's a first. So that was a good pitch by Matthew. Barely enough to get a piece of the bat on it, and that's going to be strike 3 right over the inside part of the plate. But not before we have a mistake and allow a run there, and we go down. Going into the 7th inning, we are down 10-9. All right, folks, we got to do something here. Score is 10-9. We are in the last inning, 7th inning. Saints are down. Dylan James, the second baseman for the Saints, number 9, steps to the plate,
I don't think Butler again was.
looking to maybe find this massive 6-hole here. And that's exactly what he does, and there is so much room there. I've never seen a shortstop play that far in the hole. And if anyone can just find that hole, and that's a base hit all day. So, Dylan James, 1 pitch, 1 hit, stands on first base. So we got the tying run aboard with no outs, which is a good thing to see. Josh Brown exposes himself there with a show bunt, and let's see what the defense does here. We will absolutely try to move that runner, but we get a ball for ball 1. Trying to put him in scoring position and stay out of the double play. So I absolutely agree with this, and so many times when you try to rob one and you try to get that runner over with contact, you hit that ball up the middle, and then next thing you know, Josh pops it up, but is lucky that ball gets well out of the catcher's reach. That's another thing you just hate to see is that bunt get airborne. You absolutely get it robbed away from you, and that's not, we want to see something on the ground here, and Josh is about to get it done. Foul ball. Cannot get that to stay fair. So Josh will almost assuredly have to swing away here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tying run is aboard, and Dylan James had a great base hit his last at bat and is standing on first base for Josh Brown, your leadoff hitter, number 1. He will be tasked with trying to put the ball in play with contact here, and we are trying to keep this runner really close to first base. We have checked on him about 5 times here, and I think they're going to... That's a fastball well out off the plate to ball 2. That's one of the problems of having a base runner that you're overly concerned with, because it can get tough to throw a strike. That's a strike on a good off speed. Josh Brown goes down swinging on strikes, and
Number 20.
that will send Griffin Rose to the plate, your DH. He's hitting in the 2 spot. Really good hitter, so let's see if Griffin can get it done and get that runner to second base with less than 2 outs. That's an off speed, well off the plate, taken for ball 1. Behind Griffin Rose will be your center fielder, Josh Russell, number 21. We're going to check on him again. So Dylan will sleep well tonight. That's a fastball. Just close enough, and it's a called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 7th inning, the Saints down 10-9. Need a run here to tie this ball game up. Put the pressure back on the home team. Gets him leaning to second, checks on him again. I'd like to see that young man throw that ball away. That would make Dylan's job a little easier. That's a fastball on the outside part of the plate. Got a swing and a miss. We have absolutely got to get this base runner to second base because it makes job life hard when there's 2 outs. So that's a fastball off the plate. Good piece of plate discipline there by Griffin. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Dylan James stands on first base. They will check on him again. And he goes off. Unfortunately, that ball is out off the plate, and Griffin offers, and he will go down on strikes. That puts 2 outs, puts the
Center fielder number 21, Joshua Russell.
puts it all on Mr. Josh Russell that steps to the plate and has to get the job done here or the game will not end the way Briarcrest wants it to. But Josh is due, that's for sure. Dylan decides to stay put at second, does not want to risk getting the 3rd out at 3rd. Which is a smart decision. Base hit to the outfield here scores him anyway, so you would assume. He's going to be rolling with 2 outs, so that's a fastball out off the plate. Very good take by Josh, number 21, center fielder for the Saints. Trying to stretch this game out, needs a hit. Absolutely needs a hit or a forced error or something to go his way and get that runner at a minimum over to 3rd. Anything sharply hitting the gap in the outfield will score this fella. That's another fastball out off the plate. Taken for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Yep. Hopefully Josh got the green light here and gets a good pitch. That ball is up and well, that's a called strike. I thought that was up and out of the zone, but Josh and I both thought that was about to be ball 4. So, let's see if Josh gets a good fastball to swing at here. Get this ball game tied up. And he does, and that ball will be hit right at center field, unfortunately. Solid hit. Good hit. He's done that twice in this game. Hit a ball right on the screws, just tailing into right center, and unfortunately not enough over. And the Saints go down in 7 innings, 10-9. We'll be back for the rear end of the doubleheader soon.